Okay, welcome to Crypt Talk. Let's get right to it. Three big stories coming out right now. We got the Tesla revealing their Cybertruck, and Binance US makes an offer to buy it using Bitcoin. We also have a story on. Let's go ahead and go here. Let's go. We have a story on Facebook. Libra still getting criticism despite a successful testnet. We've covered that earlier this week on Crypt Talk. And also, last but not least, will Bitcoin replace PayPal on Pornhub? Interesting story. That'll be the last story we cover. Let's get right into it. Let's check out this video of this is from CNN Business. The Tesla reveals Cybertruck, but it breaks its unbreakable windows during the unveiling. Let's go ahead and check out this video to start it off.
So I present to you the Cybertruck. That's a 9mm bullet shot at the door. Well, maybe that was a little too hard. Sure. Oh, man. It didn't go through.
Okay, so that was the Tesla, as you can see. The Tesla, excuse me, as you can see. So, pretty dope. Pretty dope. Looks like they're gonna have to work on those windows. Looks like there could be a couple of minor things fixed, but overall, starting at 40,000 is pretty dope. But what I really wanted to get into was the fact that Binance US has made an offer. I don't know if you'd want to really call it an offer. I don't know. You might even want to call it a troll, but they did tweet at Elon Musk inquiring about one of two things, and the second one that you could even take serious was, will it be available via Bitcoin? Let's go ahead and check out this story here from newslogical.com. As you can see, Binance US, the American section of the colossal exchange Binance, has made an inquiry on whether the newly released Tesla Cybertruck can be purchased with Bitcoin. In a statement that seems like crypto evangelism, Binance US asked the CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, if payment for the bulletproof electric truck could be made using Bitcoin. Regarding the vehicle that just underwent a demo launch in Los Angeles, Binance US puts forward two questions to Elon Musk via its official Twitter handle. Will deliveries to Mars be included? We are thinking about pitching up somewhere around the Newton crater, Binance US stated. On the other part of the inquiry, the crypto exchange focused on its niche, asking if the cryptocurrency would accept Bitcoin as a payment option for the vehicle. Can we pay in Bitcoin simply? So you can see right here, that's the actual tweet. And then it goes into how the demo was embarrassing. I don't know if it was embarrassing. I mean, they did actually prove. I mean, they did have to eat their words about the unbreakable windows. But if the production hasn't actually started, it's probably good that they got that out the way, because now you would think that they will fortify those windows somehow and probably fix any other little bugs or issues that the car had on performance. But 2.9 seconds, 0 to 60, ah, That's crazy. So if you notice right here, let's go ahead and focus on that. Although no comment has been passed by Elon Musk's favorite crypto Dogecoin, a number of investors in the crypto industry are issuing out positive gestures in support of the futuristic Cybertruck, despite the disappointment that played out during the demo. So apparently, Elon Musk, which is news to me, kind of favors the Dogecoin, or at least we should say that he knows about crypto, and I won't say he's an enthusiast, but one thing that I've noticed is that a lot of people who are innovative thinkers outside the box, a lot of these corporations that are at the top of their game, they utilize crypto or some type of blockchain technology. I mean, they seem to be in that type of know more so than normal folks. That's just something to consider when you hear stories about blockchain technology or cryptocurrency or decentralization or anything that kind of evolves around the crypto world. It seems like the most innovative minds and those who are cutting edge and that are doing big things from every different realm, it seems like they know about it, utilize it some way or another. So it's just something worth considering. Let's go ahead and get to the next story. So anyway, nonetheless, I think that partly of what Elon or Binance US was doing was a little bit of trolling, a little bit of just connecting themselves with high end technology, and basically just kind of trying to keep their name out there, put their name out there, and you know a little bit of marketing, if you will. However, I'm pretty sure that they would buy it with Bitcoin if Elon Musk would make it available that way, and I don't see why he wouldn't take Bitcoin to take a sell. But here we go. Let's get to this story right here. Despite successful testnet, criticism against Libra continues. Now, I did a story on this here at Crypt Talk podcast, and we showed that I think there was over 51,000 different test launches or whatever you want to call it that happened since I want to say June. So anyway, leading voices from the public and private spheres air unresolved grievances about the upcoming stablecoin network. This story is actually from today. So, the Libra Association, the Facebook led stablecoin network, has once again had a tough week, though it revealed on Monday that its testnet has processed over 50,000 transactions across 34 projects. Leaders from the private and public sphere continue to give Libra grief. R3 chief calls Libra's strategy ridiculously stupid. Libra's approach to regulation has this week drawn commentary from David Rudder, founder and CEO of a large blockchain company, R3. Speaking at a conference in London this week, Rudder said that Facebook's Libra strategy was ridiculously stupid and naive, according to Financial News. That the way they rolled it out, yeah, it was just so in your face. There's lack of understanding, said Rudder. Deputy U.S. Treasury Secretary warns of foreign actors controlling stablecoins. The U.S. government's official have also raised common concerns, highlighting issues posed by the upcoming stablecoin network to U.S. security and financial stability. As a keynote speech in New York, Deputy Secretary of the U.S. Treasury on Thursday, Justin Muzinich, asked an audience of banking experts to consider whether, if a decade from now, there was a desire for a stablecoin to go from fully reserved to partially reserved or to shift its underlying mix of reserve currencies, would that decision be made by a private governing association? Muzinich also raised national security concerns. What if foreign actors had acquired a majority of the coins? In any case, would important decisions about your economic system have to be taken out of your hands, out of the hands of representatives accountable to the people? Though Muzinich never named the Libra Association directly, his comments expressed a common concern from regulators worldwide. A stablecoin network with an underlying mix of reserve currency hints at nothing else. Muzinich's comments echoed a report last month by the G7 nations, which raised similar concerns about upcoming stablecoin networks. Agents such as designated marketers may have significant marketing power to an ability to determine stablecoin prices, with the potential for marketing abuse. Well, stablecoin keeps the same value. Anyway, let me continue. Congress calls for increased regulation of Libra. A new bill proposed by two members of Congress Thursday would legislate stablecoins like the Facebook-led Libra as securities under U.S. law. The Managed Stablecoins and Securities Act of 2019 bill was proposed by the House Financial Services Committee. Sylvia Garcia, Democrat, Texas, and Lance Gooden, Republican from Texas. If LibreCoin is determined to be a security, it would be subject to intense scrutiny by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The bills, excuse me, the result of decisions with Swiss lawmakers since August, defines a stablecoin as a digital asset whose market value is determined in whole or in significant part, directly or indirectly, by reference to the value of a pool or basket of assets, including digital assets held, designated, or managed by one or more persons. Garcia, in a statement to the press, said managed stablecoins such as the proposed Libra are clearly securities under existing law. The legislation simply clarifies that the statute to removing any ambiguity, bringing clarity to the regulatory structure of these digital assets, protect customers, and ensures proper government oversight going forward. And that's what it's really all about. It's all about being able to govern and have control over the currency. One thing about cryptocurrencies is it takes the control away from central authorities. So even as they introduce these stable coins and these state sponsored and corporate sponsored coins, they want to be able to regulate it, because this is something that they couldn't do with the bitcoins and the other cryptocurrencies, and that they can't do. It's a straight peer to peer. There's no intermediator. There's no central authority. So because they understand the risk of the disruption of the market that will happen with something like this stable, with like something like the Libra coin being launched, the risk involved means that people will start to move towards these type of this new currency and payment system. And they'll also realize that these currencies and payment systems already exist, which means that they'll be able to upgrade their knowledge from working with these more centralized stable coins to being able to go to the decentralized platforms and not having any and having a permissionless peer-to-peer network and payment system and currencies to deal with. So they want to keep the ones that are going to be created by large corporations, under regulation. They want to be able to control it and also monetize the existence of it. So here we go. Okay, right here. These are actually the kind of ads that pop up that paid me BAT tokens to answer them. By the way, I'm not going to do it right now because I'm doing this. But in a statement, Congressman Gooden called on Congress to clarify the regulatory framework surrounding stablecoins. Gooden stressed the immediacy of the problem, suggesting the release of corporate stablecoins to consumers is imminent. And it is, because several corporations are launching stablecoins. Um, so it's just they're gonna definitely rival and possibly disrupt the U.S. dollar. I mean, you have Russia right now creating a stablecoin as well, a gold-backed stablecoin, or at least looking into it, because they don't want to have to depend on the U.S. dollar as the reserve currency. Plus, they're being sanctioned, and they want to be able to maneuver and secure their own economics. And that's what cryptocurrencies allow. It allows anyone to create a, a currency if they want. Whether it's going to be utilized and used or not, that's a different thing. But it gives power to the people to control the stable coins, or to control the cryptocurrencies. So that's something that governments and really central banks have been doing for so long. Of course, they feel threatened by the existence of a way to have money and currency without them being involved. And that's one of the reasons why I don't speak about this from a investment angle. And I just give you this information and you can run with it. But you look into it yourself is what you really should be doing. And because to me it's just another form of money, because I could use it in real time. I don't really, what I'm saying, when I purchase or acquire different cryptocurrencies, I don't really see it as an investment or as a risk. It's just another form. It's just another payment network and another currency. That's just all it is. I could use it like anything else. So I don't, that's just my way of looking at it. But anyway, everyday investors need to know they can trust the issuer behind the financial asset. The bill would bring them the security they deserve by applying the laws we use to regulate financial securities to this new breed of digital currencies, he said. Now, what I would say about that is this: look, cryptocurrency has been out for 10 years. Bitcoin's been out for 10 years. If they're worried about this, the security and being the regulation and the trust of corporations for these new corporate stable coins, I'm not really buying that. That's their way of saying, hey, we need to be able to have our hand in the cookie jar and make sure that it doesn't compromise what we have going on, because all these different cryptocurrencies are already secure. They've already, they don't need trust. All they need is mathematics. You don't have to trust with cryptocurrencies. The mathematics is all you have to trust. And the mathematics is part of the proof of work, the validation process. That's all it is. So you don't have to trust anything. If someone sends you the cryptocurrency, you will get it. It will show you it's pending, and once it's validated, it's there, and it's written on a ledger that is immutable or that can't be changed without you being able to see the changes made. So it's a distributed ledger. It's gonna be there. It's recorded, and that what I showed you in that picture in the video before was just that. It was a ledger. It was a digital ledger. That's all it was. Anyway, let me continue. Let's get to the main story, but let's just look at some of these other stories that are on Decrypt right now. Facebook Libra, the latest news on the Facebook Libra. Oh, that's a new story too. We might get into that later. But as you can see, the Facebook Libra is creating a lot of buzz right now, and these are pretty new stories. These are all within a month. So just consider the fact that now this talk about this Facebook Libra is starting to generate more and more speculation, and more people are interested in it, especially when it comes to banks and governments, because they understand what a Facebook Libra can do to their economics as it's proposed. Now, in essence, they don't really need permission, but I do believe that they're going to try to at least, you know, make it as easy for them to be able to have success with this as possible. But they still have things that they're going to have to work out. But really, it looks like they're working on it, and they're going to bring this out 2020. You should think about what that means when Facebook drops a cryptocurrency in through 2020. You should think about what that really means when Facebook becomes also a payment network and currency. Think about that. Now, like I said, nothing that any of these corporate coins are going to do aren't already being done. Anything that any of these cryptocurrencies to come out by governments or corporations or banks do, they're already being done anyway. So that's what I'm saying. You have the opportunity to learn about this information and learn how these cryptocurrencies, which are, once again, to simplify it, they're only payment networks and currencies. That's all it is. A payment network is the same as a Cash App, a PayPal, a Visa or Mastercard. It's a payment network. That's all it is, and it's a currency, and it's an interchangeable currency that works with every single currency. So that's all it is. So you should learn about that, because that will be the new economic system gradually coming into the future. And actually, I wouldn't say so gradual. I'd say 2020 was going to be a big game changer. From there, it's going to implement itself. But anyway, the story that you've been waiting for. Let's talk about Pornhub. Let's go ahead and check out this Forbes magazine story. Also, a story from this morning. Bitcoin replace PayPal on Pornhub? Plus, Fidelity Digital Assets gets regulatory approval. Let's focus on the front end of that story, on the top end. Here we go. All right, so Bitcoin dipped below 8,000 nearly early Tuesday, continuing a week-long pattern of slow but steady declines as crypto traders and investors search for direction, tried to guess the mood of regulators, and struggled with Bitcoin trading volumes. With dismal Bitcoin trading volumes. This hasn't stopped Bitcoin's biggest bulls from coming out enforced to reassure investors that the digital currency is far from dead. I think Bitcoin payment processors are really going to open the floodgates, said venture capitalist Tim Draper. Bitcoin Binance CEO CZ has also weighed in. The price took a 10% hit on Friday morning after the People's Bank of China warned that it would be cracking down on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading. Plus, a crypto markets tool. What will happen to hundreds of exchanges that popped during the height of the market boom? I didn't really even consider that China thing that would bring the market down. But as you can see, it's actually last time I checked, it was even under 7,000. It is what it is. So anyway, here's where we're going. Could PornHub give Bitcoin a boost after PornHub revealed online payment processor PayPal will no longer support payments for the adult site, a move that PornHub called devastating. Some are speculating that thousands of performers could turn to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to get paid. Pornhub's other payment options currently include check, direct deposit, and the digital privacy token Verge. Well, I would think that cryptocurrencies are going to be a lot better than check and direct deposit. Let's just keep it real. So we are evaluating adding other cryptocurrency payment options. Corey Price, a vice president at Pornhub, told CoinDesk following news of the PayPal ban. Now, you know what's interesting is that out of a lot of my new Twitter followers, and my Twitter handle is it really has little to do with cryptocurrency or blockchain technology, even though I share stories. And Facebook friend requests and followers, which again I don't, big cryptocurrencies is not one of the big subjects that I speak about, even though I do have a Facebook group, Blockchain Crypto Gang. But I notice a lot of them are in the adult business that are following me on the Twitters and following me on even Facebook. A lot of them are adult actresses, porn stars, if you want to call them that, strippers, professional twerkers, and they're using cryptocurrency. They're into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So, are you smarter than a porn star? Are you smarter than a stripper? Because if you think about it, that would be a perfect payment system. It's peer to peer. It's private. It's you know what I mean. It's permissionless. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. So what are your thoughts on that story? So we have Pornhub now possibly using Bitcoin. So this just kind of to me just shows you because Pornhub is a pretty big platform. That means a lot more cryptocurrencies will people will be learning how to deal with cryptocurrencies just for that aspect alone. So and then you got the Facebook coming out. You got these other things happening worldwide. The mass adoption of cryptocurrencies is going to come. Get ahead of the game now by understanding and learning about cryptocurrencies as a payment network and as a currency, and it's that simple. And you can get further knowledge on that by using the links in this video and going to Coinbase. If you don't have an account, set up a Coinbase account, hit the other links in this video, and get your free crypto. Matter of fact, just hit any of them because you have to set up a Coinbase account if you don't already have one. Get your free crypto and watch the short 2-minute videos and earn crypto just to watch it, and then you'll learn more about it. You'll know how to maneuver. Also, check out the Brave browser. The Brave browser is dope. It's very secure. You're not going to get rich, but especially if you're a content creator, you'll be able to make a little something with it. And as you can see right here, over 11,200 ads and trackers blocked, 10 minutes of time, 171 upgrades. That's just some of the money that I've earned just using it on my PC. But it's just a good secure browser. You don't have to worry about the algorithms and it tracking the kind of things that you search for, and then it coming up, because of that on your browser. That's not going to happen. So anyway, blockchain crypto game. Make sure you subscribe, share, like. Let me know your thoughts, gang.